All right, on round one, board three in Austria, we have Myles Holcombe. In England, Bill Hackenbracht. France, we have Debian's own Zach Moore. Germany, we have Brad Blitstein. Italy, we have Farren Jane. Russia, we have Richard Lowenburg. And in Turkey, we have Ben Kellman. And let's go on the clock. Let's see if I can pull this timer over. No, I cannot. Brandon, I'm going to need you to move the clock. There we go.
Well, awesome. I'll just take a couple extra seconds here. And the theme for this game, because it's really influenced by a couple of moves, was revenge is not always a good dish, cold or otherwise. So starting in Spring 01 with the moves, I think things are pretty normal. We start off, once we get that up there, we'll reveal. We start off with a bounce in the Black Sea. Italy goes to Trieste. Is this planned? Don't know. I thought that was interesting. And I really want to flag we go back to Spring 01, excuse me. The support to Burgundy, because I think this is a really good move. And the reason is, if you are unsure of your neighbors, if you support yourself to Burgundy, you have both play in Belgium, you can defend Marseille, and you can guarantee yourself a build, even if three powers attack you. So it's a very defensible move. But we don't have a good sense of the alliance structure. So let's skip ahead to fall of 02. The thing here that's really interesting, if you show the moves, you've got England supporting this support to Belgium, and you can really see the development here of an EF and an RT. And here's where things get interesting. So Turkey supported Austria back into Venice, and Italy retreated. Now let's go to Spring 02 real fast. We had Italy pull that fleet in Venice. I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong season here. So it's Spring of 03. Sorry, my apologies here. My notes are sloppy. So Italy pulls that fleet in Venice, and this is the no good, bad, awful, seriously not good turn for Italy, because France comes south. Austria decides, I've had enough of your shenanigans, and I am taking you out of the game. So we have a pretty strong RT. We have a pretty strong EF, and Austria decides to take out Italy in the process while France moves west. So we can actually skip ahead because there's a lot of tactical maneuvering, and we can go to winter of 05. So in winter of 05, we have what looks to be a pretty strong line, Austria, Russia, and Turkey, and a strong EF. And from here on out, it looks like it's a strong line, but really Turkey doesn't necessarily help Austria the way that Turkey potentially could have to hold this line, because I think Turkey is like, well, hey, I've got a chance here. Let's see if I can get on, out of this. The North is pretty locked down, and England and France have done a good job working together. So we can skip ahead to winter of 07. And in winter of 07, we have what looks to be the opportunity for England to take an extra dot. And instead, we end up with, if we go into spring here, we end up with a 10-10 draw. But look at St. Petersburg. Bill had the opportunity to take that and elected to take the draw. So I think that was kind of interesting. But the real story of this game is Austria, I think, by going after Italy, really demolished their chances in the face of a very strong EF with a really shaky alliance behind him.
Adam, anything to add?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I think Doug brings up a great point in how that really sort of set the tone for the game. And, it wasn't clear to me that Italy actually was doing much in the way of shenanigans, right? I mean, the move to Trieste may not have been agreed upon, but she did go ahead and build two fleets, which is certainly very pro AI alliance, even with that perhaps sneak attack into Trieste. And I think that Austria probably made a significant mistake here, going back with Turkish help after Turkey had just kicked them out of Serbia, rather than finding a way to work with the Italian, with this RT behind them. So I agree with that, and I think that really did cement the RT and probably nullified any chances of this game going much any other way.
Yeah, I know that we've touched on this on a couple of our broadcasts now. It's no secret to anyone that I love the AI alliance. I think it is not just a solid alliance, but it's a necessary one for Austria. I think Italy can get away with attacking Austria early, but in my experience, and I'm not the world's best Austrian player, I'm sure there are others who could tell me otherwise. But in my experience, Austria turning this early to go and attack Italy, even if they're upset, really only in the long run helps their other Eastern neighbors more than their own. So.
I think certainly in the positions where you already have a nascent RT, I mean, you can't do this. I mean, there's times when as Austria you can get away with sneaking onto Italy early in the game, but you've got to have a lot of confidence that one of the RT side are going to be fighting or at least not actively collaborating against you. And you really have to have a lot of confidence in your neighbors through both diplomacy and through position on the board.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that was like what really turned it. I would be interested if we were interviewing Bill on why he took the draw there. I do think he had the opportunity for potentially another dot, but by the same token, he had a great game-long alliance with Zach, and maybe he felt like Siobhan was just talking about that the relationship was more valuable, and the extra dot and what could happen. I had a good game. We played well together. Let's just see it through.